Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge. As we've refreshed the voice, things have calmed back down, and well, let's just face it, I feel a ton better. So I'm ready for some dirt racing. NASCAR is on right now too, so I've got my eyes peeled to pretty much everything that's going on in the world. They're qualifying here at Fairbury, and it will be one of the most interesting races that we're going to be seeing. 70 lap feature, 10 lap heats, 15 lap B mains, or the COTC last chance qualifier, however you want to put it. You have one fast repair. It is an open and setup league, and it is all courtesy our friends over at Fusion Setup Shop. Week 8 here at Fairbury. We're going to be 3 races away from crowning a champion. Quarter mile track here, very short. Very singular on the line. You're going to see a lot of early transitions and a lot of early pushes to get themselves out front. And these drivers are going to have to put up a ton of time and really push their boundaries as hard and hot and heavy as they can. Fairbury is it's a dirt oval. We're not dealing with the clay stuff, so that stuff's going to move all over the place. You're going to see that it bake off. We're going to see tire grip, and we're going to see this track slick off. When it starts to slick off, that rubber's going to get laid down, and these drivers are going to push their tires as heavily as possible. So those 70 lappers it's going to be I wouldn't say a long race as far as the fuel setup goes, but 70 laps can get in. How do I put this? It can be a battle of attrition when it comes to the mid-pack racing. So we'll see if any of the drivers push themselves to the limit. 63 degrees on the track temperature, 74 on the air temperature here for the Pro Late Model Series. 51% humidity, partly cloudy skies. Now I'm on a 9-mile-an-hour wind here at qualifying. As a race setup, we'll put it down. They'll be running sunset to nighttime, and that feature is going to come where the dirt track is going to hold on. iRacing is the platform for sim racing, so make sure you go to iRacing.com and check out all that new tracks. The 2024 season 1 is already out. A lot of dirt series action showing up. A lot of new cars on the forefront for iRacing over the next basically 3 or 4 weeks. We're going to start seeing them unload what they're going to be doing for season 2. And then new tracks. We've got a few new tracks on the circuit. We've got a few more tracks out there, giving the local references and things of that sort. So, a lot of fun that they're going to have here. So, folks, if you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream and help support the broadcasts moving forward as far as every league, every series, everything that we do. And because NASCAR is back, hopefully we'll be able to help that exposure for the oval circuit, which we'll be calling after this race. Fusion Setup Shop. Go to FusionSetupShop.com. Make sure you check them out. Get your dirt or they've got dirt and they've got short track oval. You know what I mean? We like it. We like them both. JJ and SC Racewear gives you your heat races during this series. Thank you, Joe, for the Mr. Garcia. How are you doing, sir? Much love to you. And the Joe Foxer stream, giving us some love out there as well. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. We're going to see a lot. We're going to see a lot of what these drivers are going to be able to do. A lot of dirt racing is always on board for some of the best racing you're going to see. League racing, official racing is amazing. When you want to get out there and try to improve yourself, but the heat racing and the league racing that you see each and every week that we call. It's killer. So check them out, JJ and SC Racewear. Check them out on Facebook. There are links in the description for all the sponsors of this series. Make sure you definitely go check them out. Justin Brown's going to be your pole sitter here for heat race number 1. Christopher Joy's going to be the outside pole sitter. Keith Hackney and Tyson Banks are going to make it row number 2. Jade Sheehan will have Joe Garcia to his outside, and Travis Fry will make up the final driver here in this first heat race, as they will put in the time, they will put in the effort, and they will put in the laps. That's definitely going to happen. They will work on what they have going on. So definitely a good time. It's going to be a fun racetrack. It is very tight. It's very much about that 4-foot wall that you see on the right side. High banks in the corners, and it's going to be good. Green flag here for heat race number 1. Brown Joy as Brown gets to the bottom side. 21 with the big run here into the corner. 32 is going to roll the outside. 032 to the outside. There's Hackney at the 91 down to the bottom. The 78-38 I-rated driver digs at the middle line. As Keith Hackney is under fire from the 5 of Jaden Sheehan. Tyson Banks in tow as well. Tyson to the bottom side. 114 of Joe Garcia to the bottom as they go double file off the race line. 747 run in the middle lane. 5 up near the 91. Almost gets into the back left rear quarter panel, but he holds on. Fast lap ran by Joe Brown. 12:04. We're going to see the 11 mark here at some point as these drivers dig into the corner. 12:04 is a pretty fast lap, though, for the quarter mile. It is 0:32, running the very high side. Momentum is everything as they continue to work. There is down the straightaway. That is the back straightaway that you're going to see right there. 0:32 still trying to play catch up to the 21. Hackney up to third. Still runs the outside. Everybody right where they started. 1 through 7. Nobody able to make any ground. 5 laps to go as they come around on the quarter miler. Justin Brown out front, 21 to the 0:32. 4 to go. Start finish line toward the entrance of turn 1. So if you have a long straightaway to be able to try to put something together, you're going to be able to do that. 12:03 for the fast lap now as the 0:32 knocks that out of the park. 3 laps to go. A straightaway away as that top 5 roll the corner. Joe Garcia picking up one more spot as Jaden Sheehan drops one. Garcia trying to get more out of it. There goes Jaden Sheehan up on the high side, trying to save some tire for later on. Maybe 2 laps to go here for this heat race. JJ&SC Racewear knocking this one out of the park and giving us a white flag in the session. Big full send for the 21 as Justin Brown will have 2 more corners and he'll be your pole sitter, courtesy of CHOPP'N Engraving for your feature. Justin Brown wins the heat race. Joy, Hackney, Banks, Garcia, your top 5. Sheehan and Fry bring up the tail end of the field. Here's your starting grid for heat race number 2. Jamie Massey will have Joseph Grandy to his outside. Trent Bailey will have Trevor Schroeder. And row number 2, Robert Overstreet will have Justin Williams out there. Good to see Trevor back, and I know he's been missing for a hot minute, so good to see him out there making things work. We appreciate that, of course, being on board with all these fine folks over here. We love to see it. Love to see what these fine folks are doing. CHOPP'N Engraving giving you your pole sitter for each, not only each heat race, but for each series as well. We love you guys to get out there and find him on Facebook. Just search CHOPP'N Engraving. Get yourself a wood engraved trophy today. Love to see it. He does some great work, so go check out Nick CHOPP'N and all the fine things he does in that series to help the series and to do what they do. JJ&SC Racewear, of course, with a lot of, time and energy goes into what these sponsors do, and they're small businesses to themselves. So the fact that they get out here and they support these online racing groups and these leagues, it means a lot to the leagues, and it means a lot to, of course, the family and the friends and the fans out there that watch for these fine folks. So go check them out. I encourage you to do so, even if you just support them by giving them a like on their social media platforms. It goes a long way to help them and to help us as well. So make sure you do that. Exposure is all real. Green flag for Massey. Massey to the bottom side. They are 2 wide. Back in third. It is right now Trevor trying to work the middle race line. 09 up over the berm. There goes Trent Bailey. Schrader back to the outside. 09 still working the bottom side of the racetrack. The 19 of Trevor Schrader up front in that third spot. Sees the 146 of Robert Overstreet trying to carry more momentum on the high line. And that is where this racetrack is going to eventually produce itself to. So go check them out. Check out what they're trying to work on, especially for later on. Jamie Massey out front, 0.6 of a second difference here as the drivers get their bearings. 7 laps to go. It is a full send. Max, thank you for the like. I appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you're having a great day. Keep the chats lively out there as well. I want to see what you guys are doing. Are you all out there watching NASCAR? I think that's pretty much the grind since the California track out there at the LA Coliseum is going to be rained out tomorrow. They're starting everything today, so I appreciate everybody being out there. It is the clash at the Coliseum going on with the NASCAR series, and I know that when NASCAR starts, our views kind of stay there. However, kind of depends. Robert Overstreet up to third, up 2 as Trevor Schrader goes back to 4th. That high line working Trevor with a little bit of blink there for the 19. 146 trying to move. 50. The 518 of Joseph Grandy had an issue getting into one of the corners, and he had a straight line exit. Didn't work out too well for him here. Now you see the 46 playing catch up. He was catching Massey for a hot minute, but Massey just kind of looking away here. They are 2 laps to go here as the back straightaway looks busy for Jamie Massey in the 119. Set up working. White flag waves, final lap. Jamie Massey down to the bottom. That's a house of speed. Pro late model digs out of 3 and 4. He's going to come around and take home heat race number 2. Joseph Grandy will finish 1.8 back from Jamie Massey. Robert Overstreet up 2. He's going to finish 3rd. Schrader's going to be in 4th. Trent Bailey in 5th. Williams in 6th. Here is your LCQ. Here's your starting grid for the LCQ. And it is definitely going to be a fun one. Joe Garcia, Trent Bailey, Jaden Sheehan, Justin Williams, Travis Fry are going to get out there and wear some of this track out. We're going to see what's going to happen there for this series. As the Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar gives you, well, you're next to look at it. I do like it. I do like what folks are doing out there. Much love to them. I'm going to have to acronym it, apparently. Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar, located in Florida. Absolutely fantastic group out there. We love to see it. Love to see what everybody's doing. Thank you so much. At the moment, you have more people in the stands than NASCAR does. Yeah, I know. Did you see? It's because they had to move it up. You know, you definitely want to see NASCAR do well when it comes to that. So, but because I wonder what they're going to do about tickets. You know what I mean? Those who bought tickets for tomorrow's race, I wonder. They haven't said anything. I wonder what the LA Coliseum is going to do. I wonder what NASCAR is going to do. I mean, assuming that that's going to work. Who knows? I don't know. It's crazy. So, can't count out the spotters, right? 114, the 09. Jaden Sheehan's going to be in 3rd. We're going green. Here for the 15 lap LCQ. 5 to the inside, slides the corner. This is Jaden Sheehan trying to run a natural slider line real early, trying to gain some spots here. 5 to the inside of the 09. Bailey up high. 114 to Joe Garcia. Good race line for him. He's been able to make up some ground now that he has. Going to find himself in a good spot here. Had good positioning early on in that heat race, and now he's going to be looking at 12:55, his fast lap right now as the drivers roll up on the high side. The 09 to the 5. Bailey trying to hold off the 5 of Jaden Sheehan. Big old full send into the market as they dig the corner. 05 to the bottom side, and they roll all of that straightaway. There is the front straightaway. This is the corner stands here on the back straightaway. As the 5 gets around, Sheehan gets around Trent Bailey, but Bailey digs back into the corner as they slide each other here. Joe Garcia likes to see, he likes to see this because the more they fight, the more he can pull away. And right now, these two drivers up high, sending the corner. Garcia rolls the bottom side as Joe works what he can. They are putting it to him. 9/10 of a second. How about a 12:49 for Trent Bailey? As the 09 up near the wall is going to tap the wall. Now has to go back to work to Jaden Sheehan. It's going to be there side by side with Sheehan. 7/10 of a second now as they close on the straightaway. 8 laps to go here for the Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar. Consolation to be made. Put a whole lot into it as they dig the corner. We'll throw up some sponsors for our fine folks over on the Fusion Setup Shop race team. We love seeing Fusion Setup Shop come on board and knock some things out of the park. How about Jaden Sheehan try to close down just a little bit more here as I lose what was happening there. I don't have a clue. Jaden Sheehan right there on the 114. 114 trying to deliver a win. 5, now 4 laps to go. Garcia working the middle lane. 5 way up high. In the 114, clear and close is the 5 looks to get a slider. 3 laps to go this time by. The battle for the lead between 3. Trent Bailey right there as well. Waiting for the gap to close. Sheehan leads on the outside. 114 will have to slide here as we're 2 to go. Bailey, fastest lap of the race at 12:31. Joe Garcia trying to hold on to the bottom. White flag waves, final lap. Garcia has not adjusted his line to run the high side. Has been bottom line the entire time. And after Jaden Sheehan gets around Trent Bailey, Sheehan wins the Consi. And Trent Bailey will be second. Joe Garcia will be third. Travis Fry finishes fourth. Justin Williams in fifth. Man, oh man. A little bit of a warm-up here, I guess. That track is tore up. That track is tore up. All right, they're going to do their thing. I'm going to do my thing. We're going to wait for them as they dig out of the stands here and work on their setups. That track is... We'll have to see what's going to happen here. Joseph Brandy out there having fun. All right, they're going to do their thing. I'm going to wait for them. I'll be right back. The 70-lap affair is ready to go. The drivers are ready to go, and I hope you are as well. We are ready to rock and roll here for the entirety of this wonderful thing that we're doing. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to see what we do, and I do love this one. We're going to let it roll. Justin Brown is going to be your Klosterman engraving. Pole sitter Jamie Massey will sit on the outside, try to get another victory here. Finish inside in the top three. Christopher Joy, Joseph Grady going to make up row number 2. Keith Hackney, Robert Overstreet going to make up row number 3. Tyson Banks, Trevor Schroeder going to make up row number 4. Jaden Sheehan wins the LCQ. Is going to find himself sitting inside row number 5 with Trent Bailey to the outside as these drivers look to go busy here, and they are going to dig the entirety of this corner. It's going to be a great time here. Again, Joe Garcia, Travis Fry bringing up the tail of the field. And then last but not least, Justin Williams. The end of the series is coming up here in about 3 weeks, so make sure that you stick around to see who the champion's going to be here in this one. MFJ Welding gives you your points and all the series love. Jamie Massey looking to try to take this one early over Justin Brown. Justin Brown, who has absolutely put on a fantastic show all race long, dominated that first heat. So we'll see what's going to happen here as we get ready to have fun. Justin Brown out of Pollock is going to give all of us a great show, I do believe. We are about to have it. Caution laps do not count. There are cautions, and we are green flag racing from Fairbury here for the Apex. We are under caution already. My bad. Trevor having an issue. I want to see what's happening here. I don't know what happened there. Let's back up. Was it just a bad restart? I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't know. Trevor have an issue? Maybe. Yeah, he just reset. Not quite. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Those things happen, I guess. All right, Justin Brown. As we go back to live. There it is. Justin Brown, your race leader. I guess we're going green. I don't know. Maybe they had to do something there. Part of the session. It's all good. Things happen. They aren't going to be ready to go here, so we'll let it go. Fusion Setup Shop giving you all the action. Thank you to the Apex Apex Designs. They are the sponsor for the series during the A main. So as the feature gets underway, Apex can be checked out at facebook.com/ApexDesigns.oh out of Ohio. We love it. 21 clears. We're going now as we work on it. I do believe the laps will reset. There goes Brown. Brown and Jamie Massey will deliver. Ooh, a little hump out of 2 or out of 1. That 21 caught error. There we go. There's your lap count. 3 of 70. Justin Brown rolling that middle lane. There goes the 119 of Massey to the bottom side. Drivers are gonna dictate their own race pace here. And we'll see who's going. Oh, Massey and the 21 touch there. It was just a racing deal as they lean on each other a little bit. There is Christopher Joy, who was very fast in the late portion of the run. Massey still trying to clear the 21 here. The slider not working for him. I want you to keep your eye on Jaden Sheehan back here. Jaden was very fast at the early going, in the late going, making those passes and really trying to put on some time. We'll see if that's going to work. Joe Garcia still down on the bottom side. Trent Bailey up on the high side. Justin Brown leads Jamie Massey by 0.6 of a second. Here comes Christopher Joy to the bottom side. Still trying to follow suit with the 119. Nobody's moved up the race line yet. Justin Brown now still working the bottom side as his track continues to wear out. 8 laps of 70 being completed. Big special thank you to all of the sponsors of the series. Again, the Point Series brought to you by MFJ Welding. For window and insulation out there, giving you some love. There's that Apex logo for you. We love those guys. They're a ton of fun. Reaper Racing League has had a great 8 weeks, and we love to see these fine folks get out there and put themselves in a good predicament. Make sure you go check out Fusion Setup Shop. We're putting out some great series. Not only this great series to help the Reaper Racing League, but they also put out some great dirt setups And, of course, they do have some short track oval setups. If you need something for your super late model to run in the C-Class Open, I encourage you to get out there and check them out. And to help support this league by that, 91 of Keith Hackney in fourth. Robert Overstreet picking up some pace here. The 146 rolls that higher side. A little bit of difference here between the 5 spot and that 4 spot, roughly thinking about a half second off the pace right now this lap, but he's starting to catch back up. He's dwindling that time back down. Overstreet this last time by was actually 7/100ths of a second faster than Keith Hackney. Christopher Joy ran his fastest lap of the race, and right now consistency ruling the roost is Robert Overstreet actually running faster than the top 4. So is Tyson Banks at the 7:47. He is trying to slide the bottom side. Very tough to pass here. The 5:18 of Joseph Grandy. They're in the 6th spot, off 2 from the start of the race. Justin Brown still leads 0.7 of a second here, 15 of 70. This is where tire saving is going to matter on this quarter miler, because you wear those tires out, you're going to start seeing these cars slide up the racetrack a little harder. They're going to lose a ton of grip. They're going to lose a ton of ground. And right now, the drivers who are saving tires are able to run where the other cars are not. And right now, the battle for the lead within a quarter second as Christopher Joy closes in the gap as well. Keith Hackney in the middle of the mix. Robert Overstreet, top 5 night so far as they're 18 of 70. Jaden Sheehan out of the race. Justin Williams is going to be in 11th. Sheehan finished 10 laps and then came to pit road. Something going on there. Travis Fry in 17. Working the bottom side, a little Wonder Bread machine. Going to get more out of that car. 1691 with the iRating. Has the lowest iRating on out there, but he's out there running. And right now he is working on his own race line. He's trying to track down. Sorry, that's Justin Williams, 1691, not Travis Fry. Apologies about that. Justin Williams, 1691 with the iRating. Travis Fry, 3253. But Justin Williams out there putting in some time. That's the 24. That's what matters. The time, the seat time. Working on setups, getting yourself a whole new look. 21 to the outside of the 119. Very tough to pass right now as Justin Brown tries to hold on. 0.4 of a second difference here as Christopher Joy actually closes in the distance here. A little bit of lap traffic coming up here. 23 laps in as we ran green. 11 drivers on the lead lap. And right now, Justin Williams in danger of going a lap down. He's going to go down to the bottom side. Going to hit the grass. And we'll see if he resets. He does. And right now, the 21 going to town. 21, 119, 032. Top 3 rolling. There's been a 10-race schedule. They put a lot of time, energy, and money into it. And now that the season is getting down to where points and money matter, we're seeing the field kind of drop off. Folks, if you've seen that kind of issue, let these league owners know. Tell them, give them some advice. Tell them what they can do here. Or put it in and put it out there. Tell them what are some ideas that you might have for these leagues that are struggling with that late race stuff. Tyson Banks, fastest lap of the race up near the wall. 12:44, about 1/1000th of a second faster than Justin Brown, and he ran that on lap 27. Tyson Banks turning it on late. And now with 42 laps to go in today's race, there is still a lot happening here. Justin Brown, Massey, and Joy all within a blanket of each other. 21 working the higher lane here as the 17 in sight. Fry 11.5 back as we'll see the drivers dictate the pace here. 17 running the natural race line up high. Just trying to continue to move forward. Travis Fry digging out of the corner. 21 to the bottom. 21 is going to have to try to find some kind of way around the 17 with the 119 behind. 21 rolls all the way to the bottom. It's going to slide the 17. And here comes Massey as he tries to hold on. And right now, watch Christopher Joy. He's going to try. I think that this is, there's the, 17. Doing a great job of holding the line. Nice job by Travis Fry. Justin Williams was doing the same thing. He was able to hold on. Did a great job of finding some pace. But right now, that is only going to benefit with 37 laps to go. It's going to benefit these drivers up front here, or these drivers in these 4, 5, and 6 spots. Actually, Tyson Banks here in 7th is playing catch up to Joseph Grandy. It's going to be interesting. Robert Overstreet over Keith Hackney now as he picks up that 4 spot. 91 drops to the bottom as the 46 of Overstreet will go back to the inside. Overstreet slides to the bottom side. 91 will have a crossover here. They're going to battle, and the more they battle, the better off it's going to be for the other drivers, as now the Overstreet and the 146 loses that time, loses that ground. Is going to have another slider attempt here for the 91. 91's going to be, that's how that plays out. And right now, the battle of attrition. Can the 146 get back to the back bumper of the 91? Joseph Brown out there with a half-second lead over Jamie Massey. Christopher Joy in third. And a lot of racing still left to go here with 32 laps to go. Overstreet and the 91 still working on their race line. There's the 17. 91 sends the corner a little hard there. Has to way check up. Overstreet's going to have to really carry the corner here. He's going to, 91, 46, they connected. Caution should come out here. Good come out. There it is. As Keith Hackney goes around. And the 146 of Robert Overstreet. Those guys, hard racing. And that'll be where that turns into. Here's the 91, the 46, and the 91 went after it. And that sometimes is the slider, and the 91 wasn't given an inch. And neither was the 146. Both drivers in a hard-fought racing deal there. I'd call that just racing. Justin Brown, your race leader, now a chance for a time to restart. Maybe Massey able to pull off something here. As they will cycle around. We're going to be under caution for the second time. And again, reminder, caution laps do not count. So we will see these drivers at a double file restart. A chance for the 032 of Christopher Joy to put some time in. Points go to today's race. Keith Hackney leads with 3 wins. Tyson Banks, Christopher Joy, your top 3 in points. Nick King and Jamie Massey tied. And Massey, of course, with 1 win on the series. So we're going to be looking at what these drivers are going to be able to do here. And points are going to be, points are tight right now. For second and third, right now, Keith Hackney has a 60-point win on the series, a 60-point lead on the series. Nick King and Jamie Massey, both of those drivers, again, tied 276, still have some work to do. But there's a lot of time. There's still some good races, and with the fields kind of falling off here, the points can tighten back up very quickly. We'll see what happens. I think Keith Hackney just needs to make sure that he's taking it easy here. We're going to be one more lap around here as the lights are going to be back on the race car. Justin Brown, Jamie Massey, Christopher Joy, Robert Overstreet. As we'll see the 032 down on the bottom side, maybe try to get a little grip in those tires, cool the tires a little bit as they run in the wake. All right, pace truck will dive in. We'll have 31 laps to go when we cross the start-finish line and see how this works. Green flag. 032 challenging for second. The 21 up high. Brown back to second. They're 3 wide in the corner. Jamie Massey, I talked about someone needing to send it into the corner and who's going to have the opportunity. And right now, Justin Brown, with that caution, had a comfortable lead. Now has to go back at it, and they're going to have the 114 of Joe Garcia off the bottom side here. Not quite slideways as the 21 goes to the inside. 21 trying to work back. There's Joy to the outside. 42 of 70 being completed. And now here comes Brown. Justin Brown trying to work the bottom side one more time. Needs to have the distance to clear the slider. Should have it this time by. Is going to be able to try to work it down. There's the 032. Hard to take that line away. And right now, Massey looking for a second win on the series. Christopher Joy working the outside. Joy still trying to work. And I tell you what, Justin Brown had to defend there. 2 very fast drivers. And right now, the 21's going to drop another spot. Robert Overstreet up the high side. That high line is working and keeps the 032 at bay. The 032 not fast enough to clear. There it is. There's the clear. Overstreet has the 747 up the mix. Tyson Banks sends the corner, runs the bottom side. And right now, there goes Robert Overstreet trying to get to Justin Brown. Justin Brown trying to work back to the front. Massey can look in the mirror and said, I got this one. If he can hold on half second the distance here as he slides the bottom side, he's going to slide up the race line. These drivers are playing catch up here. He was very slow in that last lap, about a tenth slower than the field. Christopher Joy a tenth slower than the field. Justin Brown still trying to play catch up. That right side up against the wall, and Jamie Massey with clean air going to be able to try to hold on to this one. That bottom side working for him, and right now this is where Christopher Joy needs to try something different. 21 laps to go. Apex Designs giving you all the action here for the feature as the Fusion Setup Shop Race Series for Reaper Racing Leagues finds the middle lane. 21 rolls the bottom side. 21 had the faster car and had a significant distance keeping these drivers at bay. And right now, Dirty Air playing a big factor as the 032 runs the high side. He's going to carry momentum off the corner. Jamie Massey under fire now, as right now the 032 rolls the bottom side, or rolls the high side as Massey rolls the bottom side. Massey trying to be comfortable. 032 slides the corner. Massey trying to defend the race line. Up the race line is the 032 with a big head of speed. They are running faster laps than the race leader, Christopher Joy. Justin Brown, the grip for the 032. Rolls the corner. Massey trying to deliver. 18 laps to go. Apex Racing giving you Apex Design still giving you a ton of action here as Justin Brown rolls that third spot. Brown all over the back bumper of the 32. 21 trying to roll back. He is your pole sitter. He is the guy that wants this race. And right now the 032 closes down the gap to Massey. 16 laps to go. He's got the speed. He's going to run the inside. That is the 032 up near the race line. 032 of Joy trying to go to the lead. Is not credited with the lap lead yet as the 032 rolls the bottom side. It's going to run the corner. It's going to be slideways. Is going to clear. As the 119 or the 21 get into it as well. 21 rolls the inside as well. Here's the 032. Christopher Joy with an opportunity to clear this one. Trying to track down some points between he and Keith Hackney. Christopher Joy third in points as Tyson Banks sits back in fifth. Where is Keith Hackney? Sixth spot right now, off one from the start of the race, trying to get to Tyson Banks. Tyson Banks, of course, very fast in a little portion of this racetrack. Right now, the 21 trying to get around the 119. 13 laps to go. There goes Justin Brown to the bottom side. He's going to make that slider clear. 119 to third. 119. 21, not quite. Massey running the bottom. Christopher Joy holds on as well. How about Robert Overstreet now looking to Jamie Massey, trying to find more of that race pace as well as the high side. Here comes the 747. Massey up on the wall, trying to run the wall, keeping Overstreet at bay. And here comes the 747. 10 laps to go. Christopher Joy has a 9/10 of a second lead over Justin Brown. Justin Brown trying to work his way back forward. Had a lot of time there that he needed to make up. And right now, 7/10 of a second, a little bit faster that time by. The top two running the same exact lap times on the last two laps. 29-9, 29-9. I'm sorry, 12-9, 12-9, not 29-9, 12-9, 12-9. This time by Christopher Joy runs a 12-7-8. Justin Brown a 12-9. 8 laps to go. Christopher Joy trying to close this one down. Jamie Massey still trying to run the middle lane. Run that bottom side. Overstreet, 747. Keith Hackney, one more spot, one more point. Means the 91 trying to roll the bottom. That is a bottom feeding race line. And right now they're going to slide up into each other. 747 to the 91. Overstreet up on the high side as the 91 tries to slide the 747. Gets to the back bumper of him. Almost turns him 6. Now make it 5 laps to go here at Fairbury. You know, it might not be a big field, but they put on a hell of a race as the Fusion Setup Shop Reaper Racing Series gets it knocked out of the park. Massey still trying to roll that bottom side for the top 3, able to defend against the drivers behind him. But the drivers in front of him now closes it down to 5/10 of a second. 4 laps to go to be 3 this time by Justin Brown. Trying to full send, a full Yeetus to lead us one more time as they continue to push right there on that high side in the wake of the 032 of Christopher Joy. Joy still in the back bumper, looking behind him, saying, you know what, we're 2 to go. Little wall tap there, gets a little checked up into the corner. Can the 21 do it? Can they have one more lap? Working the corner as they come around for the final time. White flag waves here at Fairbury. A quarter second the distance. And right now, There's got to be something. The 032 to the bottom side. 21 with a big run off the corner straight. Joy wins it. Brown second. Massey will be third. Christopher Joy with a hard-fought race. He and Justin Brown having it. That caution, not what you wanted to, not what the 21 wanted to see. Jamie Massey will finish third after leading some laps here, but Justin Brown led a bunch. Christopher Joy will be the winner. Here's a look at your race results for the feature here. Thank you to Reaper Racing League and Fusion Setup Shop for knocking it out of the park. Week 8 has been a ton of fun. Here is the 032 with a big victory here. That's a good day for him. He needs to dwindle in some of those points, and that's going to be a good spot, especially with Tyson Banks back in 6th. With a victory here, it's more time, more points for the victory, and of course for finishing ahead of the two drivers that he is chasing. Justin Brown, Jamie Massey going to be second and third here. Overstreet in 4th. Keith Hackney in 5th. Tyson Banks, Joseph Grandy, Fred Bailey, Joe Garcia, Travis Fry going to be your top 10. Justin Williams finishes in 11th. Jaden Sheehan in 12th. As Trevor ended his race early there. It was fun. It was a good one. It was a great race. It was probably one of the best ones they've had so far. No, nothing wrong with it either. Let's talk to your race winner. It's going to be this guy right here, Mr. Christopher Joy. I tell you what, man, you had a fast car all night, sitting third there for a hot minute. Caution comes out, able to capitalize on the momentum there. Tell me about this one.
I mean, I've practiced quite a bit here for pros. Kind of found a setup that runs really good late race. I was kind of saving that line that I did to pass Massey. I knew it was there. I just had to wait until I had a chance to really use it and kind of drive away from him. The car was it kept getting faster and faster. I felt like, except for up there up top, it was he was just banging the wall just a little bit more than I was, keeping that speed up. But no, that was a fun race. This place gets pretty racy when it gets slick like this for being a small track.
I tell you what, for the quarter miler, I saw the lap time starting to slow down, and it just seemed like it was single file for a minute, trying to set yourself up, and that just it played well for what you guys were doing today. So that was absolutely, it was a phenomenal race. It was a great time to see you guys get out there and be able to test these setups that you're using and test the wherewithal. 70 laps is not a small feat. Even at a quarter mile, you got a lot of hand movement.
Oh, for sure. I mean, for the most part, though, you really don't want to be, if you're sawing at the wheel, you're just scrubbing speed. Mm-hmm. But on a track like this, you kind of do have to move the wheel a little bit more than what you normally would at like a bigger track. But yeah, you just kind of have to find that line where you can, you're on the edge of control and hopefully not plugging her into the concrete barrier outside.
Or the big giant concrete tires on the inside. Holy cow.
Oh yeah. Those things never move.
Those things are awful. All right, Chris, your third in points coming into the series, coming into today's race. So that's a victory here is a good thing. Allows you to chop away a little bit. And I know that Keith has a pretty significant lead over the next three races. It's going to be, over the next 2 races, it's going to be all about putting yourself in that positive momentum going forward. What's your plan over the next 2 races?
Mostly just practice, get used to, I mean, you just never know what the track's going to be like, which is kind of a good thing. And could be a bad thing. The asphalt guys, they kind of know what they're going to get for the most part, unless the weather drastically changes. But for dirt, you can practice all week with a certain setup and it'd be complete junk. By that time of the race, just how the track is and whatnot. So all you can do is just prepare for everything and, just keep the nose clean and just try to get as many spots as you can. Really, is all I can really do.
You gained 2 and you led a good portion of laps there. So, ton of fun, and you got a victory here today. I believe I was pulling up points again because I was looking at them just a moment ago, and I had to switch out because I had message come across the board here, because that's what happens in the middle of all this. Let's see. So that'll be your third win on the series. So you're going to tie Keith Hackney. So that'll be something that is going to be interesting to see later on as well, is what you guys are going to be. That's a 60-point victory here. And I'm trying to look at kind of how the point structure works. So that's a 6-point difference. That'll give you plus position points over Tyson Banks. So that's a good chunk of points. Keith Hackney finished five spots back? You finished in 5th. So it's 5 spots there. That's a good point difference there too. So this is not over. This is far from over. You continue to win. If you could win the next 2 races, and Keith has a problem over the next couple of races, or not, or just has to finish that, a top 5 finish here tonight, is good, but it's not enough to maintain, I think, if you win the next 2 races. So that's probably going to be in the back of your mind, I would think.
Oh yeah, I don't hope bad luck for anybody. Keith is fast. He's got more years on this sim than I do. Him and Massey both do. Just to be able to run with those guys, and a lot of the pro guys, I think I've earned quite a bit of their respect this year already. You just got to keep trucking and try to get better, and got to compete with the best. And these league races, even though there's not a whole lot of us left, doesn't mean there's not competition in here. So.
Oh no, the racing was phenomenal tonight. I'm sorry, throughout the field. You had 13 drivers that started, but 11 that really put in the majority of the laps, and everyone, even when Justin Williams had that issue and he saw you guys coming, he was like, I'm dipping off to the inside, and he drove to the grass, said, I'm good. You guys did. It was good. A lot of hard racing. Even Keith and Robert and their little tussle. It was good, hard racing that just ended up in a mistake. So, but those things happen, man. Chris, congratulations once again, man. Give your shout outs. You get a victory here.
Sweet. Yeah. First, I just want to thank you guys again for doing this whole league deal and broadcasting and everything. Guys over in Majul Say Speed Shop, Fergie with CFM, Sweet Victory Apparel, Shop Fergie 22, Elliot's Custom Trailers in Warsaw, Indiana, Fat Ed's Eyewear, H Sons Racing, Outlaw Graphics, and gotta give a shout out to Justin for finishing a strong second here.
Good time and good fun. I'm gonna throw you down to Alex. I guess he wants to talk to you real quick.
Okay.
All right, Christopher Joy, your victor here. I'm gonna throw him in that channel. He's good to go. Let's talk to your pole sitter and the guy who had some of the fastest laps. Not only some of the fastest laps, but some of the different. The race lines that you were trying to put on out there. I tell you what, it was a good time to watch you try to battle here. And back to second after that restart. You had to defend 2 very fast drivers on that restart.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't have done it.
Yeah, I didn't get as good of a restart as I wanted to have, but I felt like I was going to be able to run that slider line coming into 3, and then I didn't know that Joy had got a really good run on me on the bottom, and then Jamie didn't really know he was there, so he kind of stuck his nose between us. And when I cut down, I kind of went across Jamie's nose a little bit, so it ended up upsetting me, and then they both got by me. I had speed. I just didn't catch Joy fast enough. I think if we had another 10 laps, I might have been able to throw a couple sliders, mix it up a little bit. I just don't know if I would have still won. But it was a lot of fun. I wish that it wouldn't have happened, but I can't complain. It was a fun race.
I was going to say the caution was, you had a comfortable lead, and I bet even with the laps dwindling down as the race line kind of changes, and being able to battle one driver at a time is much easier than battling a field that's trying to upset you behind.
Especially on a balls to the wall track like this, where you have to run it as hard as you can without smacking the wall, straightening out, and then wrecking.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't a whole lot of room. You can race 3-4 wide sometimes, but it ain't easy to do that without wrecking anybody.
Everybody did a great job today. It was like you guys were 3 wide in the very beginning of that restart, which is cool. It was great to watch.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. The track was way better than I expected to. It did end up going all the way to the top at the end, but early on, bottom, mid, heavy, I was real happy with that, and the setup I had worked really well with the slight slider running right through the middle on exit. It just felt really good, and then I noticed Banks started running some faster laps behind me on the top, banging the wall down, so I tried it a couple times, but I didn't want to run it unless I had to. But then after I got past, I had to.
Hey, I get it, man. That's kind of the way the cookie will crumble on this track. And I talked about it early in the pre-race that this track was going to run high. It just does. It just has to push that way.
Oh yeah, but it gets to the point where you see a lot of sliders and stuff like that. Even though there wasn't a ton of sliders in the front, at least that as far as I know, but there was enough to really make a difference. There was a lot of sliders just staying right around mid high though. We
Mhm.
didn't slide all the way to the wall a lot, but I was real happy with how much the track changed and how it changed. That's why I was happy that Trevor took my advice on not running out the entire warm up, because I think we would have had the track slicked off and it would have been top dominant a lot sooner. But I mean, hey, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. That's
Hey,
my best finish so far, and I can't complain.
but I tell you what, you got 2 more races to have better finishes. So it's gonna be a ton of fun to watch what you guys do. Justin, congratulations on a P2 finish, man. Give your shout outs.
Appreciate it. Shout out to Warrior Racing, Warrior Wraps. The team does a good job with me. CFM setups for the fast speed, Beat Victory Apparel, and all my teammates to help me practice and get better, and all you guys for putting up the race and broadcasting it, and my wife for letting me race and not be so upset with me all the time.
I like it. That's the most important one.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, I have one of those too. That's in the back going. NASCAR's on, right? I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know NASCAR's on. And she's like,
Well, I said that, and she pinched me on my neck because she's right behind me. So
You tell your wife we have those. Okay, they all let us do it, and we have to make sure that we thank them every once in a while, because if we don't,
oh yeah.
boy howdy, you feel like you're. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's I'm taking advantage of my wife and the time at the end of the night. But
Oh yeah. So
it's all good. All good. Justin, much love, man. We'll see you next week.
appreciate it. Have a good one.
That's Justin Brown, P2 finish. And last but not least, Jamie Massey, who's tied in points coming into today's race for that fourth, fifth spot. Having a beautiful finish to be able to try to creep into those extra points as well. Jamie, tell me about this one. This one was a battle, and there toward the end, I was like, you've got a good lead, and that middle that you were still on that bottom, trying to work that bottom. Was it just the setup that put you there, or what was going on with that?
Yeah, we ran a race here at Monsters of Dirt earlier in the week. It was a 80-lap race, and I kind of stayed on the bottom the whole race and saved my equipment, and I ended up pulling away at the end, and them guys were running on the top, and kind of did the same thing here. This track was a little different. The bumps was kind of hurting me a little bit in 3 and 4, running the line I was wanting to run. They developed a little different than they did the other track. And then just the top was just so much better. I knew that when they ran it the way they did in practice, that we were probably in trouble. But we got some TV time, and we'll take it.
Lots of TV time. Everybody got some TV time. It was great racing throughout the field. You guys put on a heck of a show, man.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Like, we really had like I said, man. If the race don't go the way it does, then if the top don't come in, I mean, we're talking to you at a different time here, but it's just the way that I like to drive. I'm a bottom feeder, man. I love being on the bottom and just throttle control down there, and the top wide open, beating the boards. I mean, I'm good at it, but I usually don't set up for that. So I wasn't set up. I was just way too tight to be up there tonight. And I went up there one lap, and Joy caught me big time. And I had a guy spotting for me, and he was like, "You gotta go to top." And I was like, "Well, there's no need for me to go to top, because it's just, I mean, I'm not set up for there. So we'll just manage to finish and come out here with decent points tonight and move on."
That's the way it goes. Top 5 in points, still probably through this day. I think you solidified fourth now based on just the finish. So, but still 2 races left to go. A lot of points to be able to get. You can try to get that second win out. That's the one thing that we've been waiting on. You've been real close each week, and I still get to talk to you every week, but you can see how the points dig out of that. Thank you for the raid out there, folks. I appreciate you. I'll be with you in a moment, Jamie.
Yeah, man. We've had some really good races and some misfortune. We missed it. We wouldn't be in this position if we wouldn't have missed 2 races. So that kind of put us back in the points. We would be a whole lot closer. The last 2 races we're going to be good. I mean, like I said, I haven't tested all day. I usually don't race on Thursdays or Fridays, so I haven't tested for this track. Like I said, ran here earlier in the week. That was the only testing I had, and yeah, it is what it is. I'm happy, and we'll move on to next week. We're gonna be really good at Knoxville, so be prepared. We will be good at Knoxville. We
Knox-
might suck and go fishing at Lernerville, but we good at Knoxville.
Say Knoxville is the big one. That's 100 laps of
Yeah.
pure enjoyment, and that one's gonna take a minute.
Yes, sir. That's my favorite track, and I look forward to being there. Me and Hackney will be tough. We're always tough at Knoxville, and yeah, we'll be ready to go. The little tracks I struggle on because you can't run the bottom. So.
Yeah, I know that Christopher Joy is if Keith has got a chance, but if Joy upsets the next two races, which I'm not saying he is or isn't going to do, if Joy upsets the next two races, that actually will make it a lot closer for that championship than.
Yeah, I don't think he's close enough. I don't think he's close enough because with the drops, I just don't think he's close enough. It's gonna. He's missed. I just don't think there's no way he could catch him. He's just gotta. He's definitely gonna end up second. Joy's gonna end up second, I believe. And Joy's one of the best on this thing. I wish I think this championship should have come down between me, Keith, and Joy, and we just missed some races. And yeah, I think Keith's got it locked up though.
I gotta be misfortunate. I can't say yes or no. I mean, the points could probably show it, but I definitely have to bring out that drama. I want Knoxville to be like a 1-2 battle. That'd be really cool. So, but
yeah,
but
it's gonna be exciting.
It's how it happens. I'm when you get close to the end of especially if you have somebody that just has a really good season. And similar to what old NASCAR used to be, if somebody just had a good point spread, you can cruise for the last two races. That's pretty much how that's the reason why NASCAR went to the playoff format. So, but here in dirt racing, you get toward the end of the series, and people are out here competing and trying to bite every point they can. It's still cool to watch, but it's even cooler to see you guys be able to go out there and just kind of throw caution to the wind and put some laps in.
Yeah, that's what. Like I said, man, I'm not in the money really. If I'm not winning the championship, I'm here to win races. So it's just like last week, man. I didn't care. I wanted everybody to run me down, and I wanted to run the fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got nothing to lose. So I was selling T-shirts last week, and Keith caught me on the last lap, and then my T-shirts didn't sell none this week. So that's just the game you play, and we'll be ready for next week, and maybe we'll be a little better.
Hey, it's going to be a ton of fun. Jamie, congratulations. P3 finish. Give a shout out, brother.
Yeah, man. I just want to give a shout out to Chris there and Justin. It's been a long time since I've seen Justin run that good, and Joy's always that good. So congratulations to them guys. And I want to thank everybody over at NLR, House of Speed, Papa Mouse Promotions, Mama Bear, 42 Graphics, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live, Reaper Racing League, and you for putting this deal on, man. And we'll see you next week.
It's going to be the man, Jamie Massey, looking for that second win. P3 finish tonight. We'll let him have at it. Thank you to the guys out there. I thank you for the raid. Tattoo. Much love to you. It was a great race tonight. This was a ton of fun to watch. You got to give a shout out to these drivers. I mean, the biggest mover of the race was tied between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers, only up 2 spots. So think about it in that fashion. There was not a lot of momentum, not a lot of movement. Justin Brown led a great portion of this race. Christopher Joy had a good long setup. This is where setup and the track difference changes, and so you kind of have to put it into that fair play. So, but this was a ton of fun. I do have to set up for the next race, and that's going to come up here in just a short little bit. Got to jump over to the second race of tonight. I'm going to go up and check up on the NASCAR race as well, because I don't have it up on my other monitor right now because the other monitor's down. We went from 5 monitors down to 3 right now. We had one go out, just an old monitor, and the other one the wife needed, so we sent that up there. So we're gonna be working on it. Plus we're trying to work on another graphics card as well, so that way we can switch these things up, have better graphics, and be able to run things a little bit better. Probably gonna have to end up changing out the processor as well. So we're probably gonna be due for I don't know, another $1,000 upgrade here pretty soon. So we may have to find some sponsors for all that stuff. We'll see. But I wanted it all to look better. I wanted to be able to run better and look better and just have those graphics that you guys deserve. So it's been good. It's been clean. But I can do better. I know that I can. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind of one another. I'm going to see you here in just a little bit if you want to tune in. Thank you for the raid, Tattoo. I appreciate you. Thank you if you are out there with what Tattoo was doing out there. It's 27 Tattoo 72. Big shout out to you. Thank you very much for the raid. Thank you, folks, for tuning in tonight. But don't go anywhere. We're going to be back here in a little bit. Hit that notification bell, let you know when I go live. That'll let you know when all the races are happening. We're going to be running. I think New Hampshire is the next track that we're going to be looking at. So it's going to be great. I'm going to have fun, and you folks are going to be doing so as well. Be good. We'll see you to the next one. Still the wrong button.